Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Treya Tarot. This is the collective reading for Monday, November 18th, 2024. I will be using the Empyrean Tarot today because I'm addicted to it and I love it. Anyway, I am reading kind of projected forward into tomorrow because of the switch of Pluto going into Aquarius. And I would like to kind of get an overview of today into tomorrow. I may come back for a reading tomorrow as well, but today we'll kind of cover both days just in case, mostly because this is the big thing this week in terms of the astrological alignments, and I'm intrigued by what it could mean. Essentially, Pluto in Capricorn was all about structures and finances and seeing where our systems are lacking. Pluto in Aquarius is said to further us technologically and potentially, mentally, intelligence-wise. Pluto in Aquarius is of the mind. So I am curious to see exactly what will shift. We have had glimpses of what it means over the past year, especially every time Pluto's gone forward into Aquarius, it's retrograded back into Capricorn for a slight bit. Okay, so what we have here, Ace of Globes, which is the Eight of Pentacles right here, and the Eight of Wands, which is fast forward movement. So that Ace of Pentacles, new physical reality, fast forward movement into it. Please excuse any sniffling that you hear. I am having an allergic response to something in the air today, so I might sound a little under the weather, but hopefully it won't bother you guys too much. All right. That Ace of Pentacles tells me that we really are in a new place, or we're headed into a new place. This shift over might actually change something. And I know I tend to be skeptical of that idea because I tend to believe that change is something that we initiate ourselves. And I tend to believe in self-determination on that level, more so than anything. But there is a particular feeling in the air that I can't really shake. So let's see what else we have. I'm going to pull in fours today. It's just how I feel. Look at me with the tissues. Okay. The King of Swords. Okay, that Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and then the King of Swords. So to start, we have this setup of quick change coming in. So whatever it is you think you're experiencing now may flip or switch very quickly and require you to get on board very quickly, change your mind very quickly. Luckily, with the King of Swords, there's this sort of call to action that's easily taken up. So I have a feeling that most people aren't going to have trouble switching that focus. I do love this card. This King of Swords is very cool. And the one thing about these cards is the rings of Saturn show up over and over and over again in multiple cards in this deck. Saturn is a very important influence in the way we structure ourselves. Saturn teaches us how to have discipline and how to move forward with a certain level of, of focus. It's a unique kind of focus. My computer cords over here might be a little distracting. Let's get them out of the way. Okay. So following the King of Swords is the Moon, the murky path, or the intuition, the necessity for intuition. This influence here is about softness in a way, but it's also about what's hidden. So something hidden comes to light here, causing a new reality to open up. For you, for us, the Four of Wands, the portal card, the Three of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Okay, well, the Four of Wands is the 11-11 card, so it's the card of unions. It's also the card of, portals, changeovers, movement through from one thing to the next. All right, the Three of Wands is about no longer waiting for things to come to you, but going out and actually getting them, taking action. Okay, this is passionate action, and instead of waiting for the ships to come into you, as it was described to me when I first started learning this card, the character in the traditional decks is looking out over the land towards the horizon, towards the sea, waiting for their ships to come in. But the card essentially is telling you to stop waiting and to go out and make something occur, or go out and take active participation in something. I feel that this, let me just, for the algorithm, I feel that this card is telling you, this Four of Wands is telling you that whatever it is you're trying to integrate, or whatever it is that you want union with, whatever vision for your life that you want union with, this is asking you to take action. This is asking you, paired with that Three of Wands, to stop waiting for something to get done for you, but to take steps towards something. This Five of Cups, again, beautiful Five of Cups card here. This Five of Cups is absolutely asking us to integrate and process what we've lost so that we can finally transition over to this two here, this glowing pair, which is also echoed in that Four of Wands. So for many of this, many of the people watching this, excuse me, this will be about partnering. This will be about pairing up with either a focus, an organization, or a person. That two of Swords tells me it might also be a hard one choice. The blind choice. This Two of Wands is telling you that there is an option for you forward, but you may not be able to see it right now. Most people read this card as the blind choice between two things. It is not necessarily only that. It can include an option that we can't currently see. So keep in mind that if you are seeing what's lost, but you don't necessarily know what's still standing yet, that's because you haven't gotten all your information. It's coming. The Ace of Swords, the new idea arrives. Beautiful Ace of Swords, mind you. Look at that with the wings. I love this card because it shows you that the new idea can come in kind of majestically. And that Ace of Swords, swords all revolve around self-concept and mental things and ideas, the structures of the mind. The Seeker of Globes, or the Page of Pentacles here. So again, you've got two cards that kind of represent the beginning of a thought form, or the beginning of a idea coming to fruition or coming into planning, you know. So there's this experience of, what am I creating? Where do I start with this new chapter? Okay, there's definitely a lot of that newness coming in. The Page of Swords. There's definitely messages as well. Don't be surprised if you get very clear, intuitive messages over steps that need to be taken over the next, I don't know, 6 months or so, maybe even a year. I can feel that this is just the beginning part of this, which makes sense because Pluto in Aquarius, or Pluto moving into Aquarius, is, you know, this is actually not the dress rehearsal anymore, so to speak. This is the main thing. But at the same time, we're still at the beginning. So even though we've had glimpses over the past however long of what it might contain for us, or what it might move through for us, we still have to get used to the difference. And that's the thing about the Five of Cups that I think is kind of prevalent here, is that we can still remember the losses that we have experienced throughout Pluto and Capricorn since 2008. We can still texturally understand what we've become, what we've transitioned and transformed into throughout this whole experience. So the thing here is this, is that you have an opportunity here, or we all have an opportunity here. This is a collective reading after all. Take what resonates, leave the rest, like every other reader says. This is a story. You know, if it helps you with your self-reflection, wonderful, that's the goal. But still, it may not all fit. This could help you. This transition could help you release into something altogether much more positive and empowered. However, you have to be willing to let go of those I would say physiological memories of the loss. The Lovers. I like this Lovers card too because it includes the moon. Because partnership and choices can often have this murky or mysterious aspect to them, where it almost seems like you don't see everything at once, like the moon would represent normally. And then the Fool. I love this card. This whole deck is absolutely stunning. The Fool, taking the leap of faith, trusting your gut. There's definitely a choice to be made here. But it seems to me that the choice that gets made, Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is about celebration. The Three of Cups is, I can so cover this with my fingers so that it doesn't get rejected by the algorithm, but the Three of Cups is also about celebration. It can be about third-party energy, but it can also be about what happens when we open up to the collective, or when we become a group after a period of isolation, and the joy in that connection to other people. So I could see this read a couple of ways. For some of us, this is the end of a third-party situation or of a triangulated situation. For some of us, this is the beginning of letting go into the group after spending a lot of time, or into the couplehood even, after spending a lot of time alone. This could also be mutual support, understanding the reality of mutual support after a period of being told that individualism is the only way we can move forward, or the only way we can be successful. Collectively speaking, this could definitely read as fast movement into a whole new societal structure, in that we now have to learn how to actually support each other in a way that's freedom focused as opposed to ownership focused. That Three of Cups there is very reminiscent of that. The Hermit, the Queen of Cups, and then the Star. The Hermit, the Queen of Cups, tells me that that period of isolation that I'm talking about actually was very informative for any of us who have actually spent some time really alone. This would pertain to us. So that hermit holds the stone, the jewel. There's something incredibly gift-like about that kind of time alone, that kind of isolation, that leads directly into that Queen of Cups energy, which is intuition and beauty, and focus on what is beautiful and what is fulfilling, all things sensual and gorgeous. Okay. And then the Star, which is that ultimate hope, that ultimate understanding here. There's Jupiter on this card. I believe it's Jupiter. Looks like Jupiter to me. That expansiveness. And that's the divine thread. There's something about us collectively moving forward here and accounting for the whole that keeps coming up over and over again. And I think Pluto and Aquarius is a really good transition into that experience for us. You know, what it's like for us to be together in all of this. So, very good. It was good to read for you this morning, or this afternoon, because this will be posted this afternoon. Have a really good day. I will either see you tomorrow or I will see you Wednesday. And if you like these readings, please like and comment and subscribe and ring the notification bell, or any of the above. If you only want to do one of those things, I welcome everyone here, and I hope that these messages are helpful or fun or, useful to you in some way. All right. I'll see you soon. Have a good day. Bye.